All right, are you ready for summer slowdown? Maybe it's already here. Maybe you've been feeling it for a while. Maybe we've all been feeling it for a while. Are you ready for some slowdown? Hey guys, welcome back to Resale Dojo, where we work together on growing our reselling businesses. All right, today I want to talk to you guys about summer slowdown. If you're new to reselling, you may not have experienced this yet, especially if you've been reselling for only about a year, because this past year with the pandemic, all sales have been jacked up and we didn't have any type of slowdown last year. Now, what happens in typical summer months is that the average sales are going to be dropping because people are going out, they're not going to be home, they're going on vacations, they're spending money in other ways than just like normal hard goods. So many people are going to be spending money on experiences, and that's why I think this summer we're going to be seeing a crazier summer slowdown than we've seen in quite a few years. Now, for the past 12 months, reselling and e-commerce sales have been great because everyone's been stuck inside and they weren't able to go out and spend money in other areas that they normally would. So since everyone was locked up, they weren't spending money on traveling, they weren't going to movies, they weren't going to sporting events, they weren't going to concerts, they weren't spending money in types of entertainment that wouldn't be purchased online through like a site like eBay or Amazon. Now with everything opening up and people more willing to travel, you're just going to see more and more money moving away from e-commerce for the next few months. Now, it's not going to move away permanently. It's just going to go down a little bit because everyone's going to be spending more money when it comes to entertainment, right? People haven't been able to get out of their homes for such a long time that they're just so excited to be able to, take a trip maybe to the next state over, go see their family a few states over, jump on an airplane. People haven't jumped on an airplane for a long time. And if you look at the flying rates right now, we are actually getting closer to the 2019 numbers than we've been in a long time, and that was pre-pandemic. So people are spending a lot more money now on flights than they have in quite a long time. Now what that means is people aren't going to be spending as much money on physical hard goods as they have over the past 12 months. Now stores like myself, where I sell a lot of DVDs and video games, are going to be impacted because people were entertaining themselves at home using those hard goods, and now they're going to be buying experiences that they could go and do with their family. Now for some new resellers, ones that have not seen a summer slowdown before, they're going to think that the sky is falling because sometimes it dips a lot for people. Year over year for eBay, it looks like it's down already 20% versus where it was last year at this point in time. Month over month, it's like about 12% down. So we're already starting to see the dip compared to last month and last year, and it's going to go down even more. Normally at this time of the year, we don't see such a big dip already. Usually it's more into June and July, but we're already seeing it right now. And I think it's going to get even worse. Now, I feel like this may weed out some of the other sellers in our business because they're not used to seeing slower sales like this. They're not going to be used to seeing a dip like this, and they're not going to know how to pivot their business in the short term and prepare themselves more for Q4. And I'm going to go over 3 strategies for you guys to help you with summer slowdown and the rest of your fiscal year. The first strategy is to look at your current products and what pricing strategies that you have on there. Where are you pricing the market, and what is the current market trends for those products? For the past 12 months, we've been able to just, ratchet our prices up and up and up over time. In the past month, I felt a lot more downward pressure on my products, feeling the market really come down because there are less dollars coming into the market from buyers, and there are a lot of product out there from sellers right now. So you want to make sure you're looking at your current pricing strategy. In the past, for myself, when I look at the DVD market, I was usually pricing the top 75% of all pricing out there was how I was structuring my prices. And for the past 12 months, I was able to demand my prices at that level because, we just had such rapid turnover when it came to those products. Now with less people looking for DVDs and video games, you're going to be seeing a lot more products sitting there and people, being able to demand a lower price because, there's not as many dollars coming into the market. So I would say first look at your current products right now, look and see where they're priced at. They probably need to come down a bit. For myself, when it comes to DVDs, I'm looking at more of a medium price to the lower 25% because I want to be out on them as quickly as possible, unless it's something super rare. But something that's super common out there, I'm just looking to get in and out as soon as possible just to churn that money in the next few months. All right, the next strategy I have is I'm looking at categories that I feel like I'm going to be able to move some product a little quicker than I would at other times of the year. So I'm looking at seasonal products, right? So I'm looking at t-shirts that I have sitting in my death pile. I'm looking at like hiking shoes. I'm looking at golf shoes. I'm looking at any type of outdoor item that I feel like is going to move pretty quickly for me. And I'm taking those items, I'm getting those listed out of my death pile as soon as possible. I'm looking at the ones in my store. I'm going to be promoting those. I'm going to be putting some discounts on them. I'm going to be trying to churn any type of stale inventory that I have in that category. Anything that is new, I'm just going to try to be the first one in and out when it comes to those products as well, because I want to be generating some cash in those categories I feel like you could really take advantage of right now. And the third thing I'm doing is I'm trusting my overall processes for my business, and I'm just going to be building up towards Q4. For my business, I have certain processes in place, especially for what I am buying and what I shouldn't be buying, and I'm going to keep those in place. I'm going to keep following my certain processes, and I'm going to tweak them a little bit over time. But I'm going to keep trusting that process because ultimately I need to keep building my store up until Q4. I'm going to be expecting my business to take a little bit of a hit during the summer, and just, know that you're going to have that, right? Expect to have a bit of a hit during the summer, but be preparing for the rest of the year, because the rest of the year is where you really make your good money. And the more you can be preparing for Q4, right, buying the inventory now that you know is going to sell more in the winter time frame, right? I know stuff is going to be coming back in my store. I know DVDs will be coming back and selling really well for the rest of the year. I just know at this certain time of the year, it's going to take a little bit of hit, but I'm still trusting my process of what type of items I should be buying, where I should be pricing them, and just running my business in general. Like, I'm not going to be making drastic changes right now, but I know there are certain things I could do to weather the storm, such as, lowering some prices, looking at seasonality. But other items that I have, I know based on my current processes that they're good items for me to be selling year round. The main thing is you just don't want to freak out when you start seeing numbers going down. It's just going to be what happens over the next month or two. We're going to be seeing this probably into August, September, of where sales are going down, especially year over year, because last year was so inflated, and now we're getting back, we're kind of like regressing back to the mean of where sales should be. Now, I believe there's going to be a lot more buyers on e-commerce sites than there were in the past, right? Like, even my mom, she did not used to buy much online, and now she gets like everything online, and I don't see her changing a lot of those ways. But a lot of people are just happy to get back out, going to physical stores. They're going on trips, they're spending money in all different places and going on to websites, and so you're going to be seeing those dollars coming down, and we just have to be ready and adjust to it. But the best businesses and the best business owners are going to be prepared for it and going to be able to weather out the storm. All you have to do is be ready for it. Don't get super negative when stuff is not going your way, when the sales are going down, because you know what? That's going to be happening across the board for the next couple of months. So just make sure you follow my 3 steps, right? Look at your pricing, look at seasonal items, and prepare for Q4, and you're going to be all right overall. It's a lot of just being able to first weather out the storm, take advantage of maybe the current storm that we're in, and be prepared for once the storm passes. So thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure to thumbs up on your way out. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and let me know down in the comments, what are you doing to prepare for summer slowdown? And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.